Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Perfect Caribbean meet and greet. My name is CJ, and I'm going to be your concierge for this trip, and I'm so excited. We're going to see so much beauty, and I have to tell you, I am actually right now in Auckland, New Zealand. Yes, Auckland, New Zealand. I just got done with the Fiji and Tonga cruise yesterday, and I am in the lobby of the beautiful Sofitel Hotel. So it's nice we can all get together. It's been raining terribly. Let me see if I could show you out the window. It's all glass here. See, it's all blurry from the rain probably, but there's water all around this hotel. So I have to tell you this because if you get a chance to do the South Pacific Islands, do it. It's amazing. And New Zealand was a great place to start. We had a beautiful hotel. And we're going to see some great islands too. My gosh, Grand Cayman, Jamaica. Oh, the private island at Coco Cay. So let me get started. I'm going to share my screen. The purpose of this meet and greet is basically to get you prepped to go on vacation, go over the first couple of days. The rest of the trip, I'm going to give you a weekly schedule in your welcome packet. And of course, I'll fill it in with daily schedules as well. So you'll get lots more detail, of course, when you check in at the hotel. But let me get you started here. I'm going to get to, let me see, is it? Second here. We'll find it. So you should have gotten the final vacation details. There it is, right there. Did you all get that? Yeah. Yes, you got an email from it. And also it is on, let me show you, the website of singlestravelinternational.com. This is the trip page, our trip page. It also has the final vacation details in your travel documents right there. So you can get it that way as well and print it out for you. So here it is. The most important thing I want to show you right off the bat is my phone number. Make sure you have that in your cell phone. Very important, so you can get a hold of me. It's right here, 505-803-0989. You can start texting me after February 17th. Please text me the day of your arrival. If you're detained, you need anything, just include your name on the text as well. All right, now here is your checklist for what to have for your vacation. You know what the great news is? I mean, and I know some of you, Brad and Hank, you were on, Rose, you were on that cruise last year where you had to get the test and everything for COVID. Oh, now it's so much easier. It's getting better. You don't need any test or anything. You just need your passport. Travel insurance, that is suggested. Let's go down here, not mandatory. Here's everything in detail. Travel insurance is really good to have though, especially for emergency evacuations. If you get really sick and they have to take you off by helicopter from the cruise ship, that alone costs tens of thousands of dollars. So it certainly can pay for itself to have a good travel insurance. If you need some, you can just email right there, service@Singles Travel International. And then we have our fit and willing form. This is an easy form. Just click right there and you will get it. Just a simple form saying you're fit and ready to travel. And then your Royal Caribbean app. I hope you've all downloaded that on your phone. And we'll check that during our Q&A if you have questions on that. But your Royal Caribbean app has so much information about your daily schedule, your excursions, dining, and you're also checking in on your app on your phone. And it will walk you through it. The things they'll ask you is a photo of your passport, photo of yourself, the credit card for your charges on board, and then to get an arrival time. Each port is different. This is actually this type of check-in on your app. This is the third time I have done this with cruises in like less than 2 months. So I find every port is different, a little different with their time. So in Fort Lauderdale, it was the earliest 1:30. Miami, it was 12:30. But just get as close to 1:30 as you can. When we get there, you check in individually, and this is what you'll need on February 19th. You'll have a safety and questionnaire on the app, real easy, just checking that you're healthy, right? And you'll have with you, when you get on board for the check-in, your passport, and then the set sail pass. That was your check-in on the app. It gives you like a little boarding pass. And that's basically what you need, and just have your valuables, your medications with you as well. And they'll also have a safety info on the app as well. Gone are the days when we used to squish in, you probably all remember that, right? To our lifeboat drills, right next to each other like sardines. Now you watch it on the app. On the first day, they ask you to go to your muster station, hand your card. Someone from the staff scans it just to make sure that you know where your muster station is. That's it. Let the fun begin, as it says. When we get to the port, what I've done with my other previous tours, especially if we have check-in times all over the map, I try to find someone to see if I can get a group check-in. That varies from port to port, but I'll ask. But even then, you're going to go up to a desk or up to a person and individually check in. But just know I'll do that. I'll forge ahead and see if we can go together as a group. Sometimes it's a yes, and sometimes it's a no, depending what's going on in the port, and also, for safety things, security things that we don't know around the port. All right, we've got that. We've got the check-in, shore excursions. You can get those through your app, and you can share what you've gotten by just putting it in the trip chat on the web page, our web page. And right now I saw they're on sale. They're usually cheaper to buy. If you add that and the internet package, if you want to buy those ahead of time, you'll save a little money there. And we have our group dining at 8 o'clock. We'll have a great dinner every evening together. There is specialty dining. This is still available. I still saw it on the price your trip page. So if you want to try to sign up for Izumi, which is Japanese, or Chops Grill, go ahead and click that and they'll get you the space. If you want to wait until you're on board, you can just ask me and I'll try and see if I can add you to the group. Okay, pretty easy. Pre-trip, that's us now. Yes, let me see. What else have we got? Your profile in your Singles Travel International. I know a lot of you have your pictures and bios. This is a great way. If you haven't filled it out, please do put a picture of yourself. Maybe add more to your profile about your hobbies, past or present occupation. It's a great way for us to get to know each other ahead of time, as well as the name badges that you'll get. You can especially wear those when we're together. It really helps us get to know each other's names, especially in the beginning. All right, let me see. What else do we have? Some other information. Emergency contact for that first day, right there. You can call the office. And airport. You should have everything for your airport. Pack light. Don't pack everything. Make some room for those souvenirs. Your luggage. You want to put, of course, all your valuables in your carry-on and your medications. Says that right here. If you have a bag that is delayed or lost, be sure to fill out a form with the company in the baggage claim area with the airline to start the process of searching where it is. You know, they give you a bag tag when you check in. The best thing I could say is take a photo of that bag tag as soon as you get it, because that bag tag, they just scan it and it's amazing. They'll know where your bag is in the world. So that helps to take a photo just in case you lose your bag tag. You'll have an extra copy. All right. I've got all of your arrival flights. We're all coming in. Yay. On the 18th. That's great. And right on the bottom of this page, it has the name of the hotel, Cambria Hotel, Fort Lauderdale. Airport South and Cruiseport. You know, it's really nice. They have a free airport shuttle service. Yay, you save a little bit of money and you know what? This is a typo. I looked it up. This would be 11 p.m. Okay, so, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's covered through the day. So this is what you do. You get your bags first, right? Make sure you got them. And then you call the hotel. There's the number right there. And tell them where you are, what airline, that you've got your bags. They'll tell you where to go to pick up the shuttle. They might give you also a time, an estimate of what time the shuttle will come. Now, for this, my experience is you want to get an extra scoop of patience for that airport shuttle, because the person who gave you the estimate is at the desk. They don't really know where the shuttle is. The shuttle, the poor guy is running around through the hotel, back to the airport, to the hotel. So he's somewhere in the loop, right? So just know it might take you some extra time. Of course, if they don't arrive when they said, give them a call back to make sure. When you get there, oh, there's the address to the hotel right there. That's good to have right there. All the good things you're going to get. It's got pool, hot tubs, fitness center, breakfast in the morning. And the day that you come in, I will be in the lobby starting right there at 3 to give you your welcome packet, say hello, and get you started on your trip. 5:30, they've got a hotel bar. Let's get our party started. I'll buy you your first drink. Yes, your welcome drink on Singles Travel International. And then we'll have a dinner at your own expense if you would like. And there'll be more details on that as we get closer. The next day, we'll have Breakfast Club. Every day we start with Breakfast Club, a way for us to connect and a way for me to tell you about what's going on, any extra information you need to know. We'll probably also have a little welcome meeting as well that morning, right after breakfast, to get you prepped. You check out at 11, and then we have our group transfer. This is an estimate. I'll get the real transfer time as we get closer. We'll go together. That's included, the group transfer to the ship. And then happy hour. We will see each other every night. We have a happy hour time to get together, and then followed by dinner together in the main dining room. And there's our beautiful ship right there. There's going to be plenty to do. Absolutely. Our theme nights. 70s nights. Grab your love beads, dust off your bell bottoms, and get in that groove. Maybe some of you still have those white polyester suits. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. Oh yeah. I'm practicing my dancing here. Yeah. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have a groovy 70s night. I'll let you know when that is as we get closer, because I have to find out also the formal night is when the cruise ship has it, right? So I'm going to base the 70s night off of when the formal night is. So you'll also want to get, as it says here, a little glitz, a little glamour, and bring something for a formal night, or dress to impress, or chic elegance, as they say. So there's some ideas there. Also, if you have your white Singles Travel International t-shirt, please bring that along, right? That's always fun to have a picture with that. Here's some great detailed information on our beach party. I cannot wait for this. This is going to be some pretty fun. You know, it's nice, it's easy, it's great for everyone. It's going to be some floating and relaxing, right? Some good food and just all sorts of things. What to bring here, other things, snorkel gear for rent, or beachside massage. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. It even has, this is very nicely detailed, even has the nice little menu here. Yay! So we're going to have a beautiful day. What I love about this itinerary, of course, we've got Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and Coco Cay. But we're going to be together for a lot of this, because Jamaica, I mean, we've got that. So we're together. Coco Cay, to me, is like another excursion. On that day, I'm going to hunt out a place for us to be together, try to keep the space where you'll meet me And it's another time similar to Jamaica, you know, where we could be together on the beach and the food is included with the cruise, all of that. So we'll have 2 days of relaxing together on the beach, included, right? Included in Jamaica, and also the same feeling in Coco Cay. All right, so you don't really need an excursion for Coco Cay, but if you want to, you can too. They've got a few things. All right, this is your departure. Boo-hoo, we don't want to talk about that too soon. But there it shows if you need ship to airport. If you still need some, please let us know, or you can tell me on board as well. But there will be also taxis available to take you to the airport if you want to just do your own thing. What is the weather going to be like? 85 to 90. Ooh, that sounds pretty warm. I would say it's going to be warm and humid in the days, and the evenings a little bit less. So you can break out some of those shorts that have been in storage, right? Your packing tips. Yes, resort casual is nice for the ship. Prescriptions, of course, it's nice to have a paper list of prescriptions that you take that you can keep with you. Absolutely. Many of you probably have the Uber or Lyft app. That is a great, it's great to have downloaded on your phone before you go on vacation, because you might need it, or at the end of the trip. And this is a nice little link to learn how to use Uber or Lyft if you are new to it. Internet connection. They have Voom wireless, and I believe it's on sale as well through your app this week. Now, my experience is in anything that's mobile, if it's planes, motor coach, or cruise ships, you know, the Wi-Fi can be back and forth on anything that moves around. But I found in my last vacation, this worked very well, especially if people wanted to get a hold of me or to text me. If they had the internet, they were able to do that. If you don't have any sort of internet package, you'll see me face to face, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the old fashioned way of, you know, calling my room, or I call your room. But this is nice to have, to be able to get a hold of people easily on the ship. If you have an Android, I have an iPhone, the WhatsApp, here it is right here, is a good way to connect, but you still need internet to have WhatsApp working. All right, let's see. We did all of that. What's included, what's not included, of course, your airfare, all of that, transfer from ship to airport. This is a little bit about my service, and I am here for you. I work with the vendors, with the ship, and I do all sorts of different activities, games, all sorts of extra events exclusively for us. But one thing some people don't know is that I also, I'm like I chronicle, I'm like your photographer. I take hundreds of pictures and I make an album for you on Facebook. So I am your selfie stick, okay? So if there's anything you want a picture of, just say, hey, this is what, you know, just my fingers are available. And you can send me photos also to put in the Facebook album at the end. Gratuities to Odyssey, Seas crew, that's right there. It's every day, that's automatic. You can change that if you want. Just go to guest services as well. Play nice. This is our code of conduct. And I would say, I like to say that it's one word, respect, really. That's, of course, what it all comes down to. Respect for one another, for the ship staff, for my role, for the different cultures we'll be seeing as well. There you are. And the survey at the end, if you want to get an extra $25 credit, just fill out the survey and it will be yours. They always love to hear from you. And also in closing, the most important part, especially with cruises where things can change, and I know a lot of you know this, be flexible, go with the flow, expect the unexpected. That sometimes makes the best memories, those type of things. And the amount of flexibility you bring to your cruise is equal to the joy of your cruise, says Rick Steves, who I love. So there you go. That's it in the nutshell to prepare you. And let me see, let me stop sharing this. Hold on a second. And all right. I think you could unmute now. Yeah. Are you unmuting?
Yes.
Yes. Got it. Yep, it's working.
A little bit of an echo.
Yeah, it's a little echo. There's questions. If you just want to raise your hand, and sometimes you all talk at once, it does a weird echo too. What questions do we have, Mark?
Not a question, but a couple of
Sure.
comments.
Sure.
About somewhere between 2 weeks to a week
Mhm.
before,
Mm-hmm.
what you'll see in your Royal Caribbean app, if you go to the daily planner right now,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at each day, pretty much all it has in it right now are the excursions, the shows, and a couple of things. But
Mhm.
about a week before, maybe a little more, it'll get populated with 90% of everything that's going to be going on every day on the ship.
Mhm.
And very likely it'll tell you what the theme is for each night at that point.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
The dress code. That's
The
great.
dress
Yeah,
code.
the dress
And
code.
then-
Mhm.
And then so like if they're going to have a white night, which they may or may not, every ship does things differently, you'll see it there. So before you finish packing, you may want to check on that. Number two is Odyssey is a very new ship. It's about 1.5 years old. It actually came out of construction during COVID and started sailing after the relaunch. So the cabins have outlets, they have USB ports. I think they have 2 USB charging ports by the desk and like 2 US plugs and 1 European plug. So it's a fairly modern ship. Unlike some other ships I've been on where there was like 1 plug in the whole cabin that you can use. So that's good. And if anybody, as you can tell, I've been on Odyssey before. I was on Odyssey back in May for the Holy Lands cruise. So if anybody has any questions, send me a message.
Yes,
Can I ask you a question?
yes.
In the room, I noticed a lot of the newest ships no longer have a coffee pot.
That's right. Yeah, no coffee pot. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No
Do they
coffee,
have a
yeah.
refrigerator? Do they have a little refrigerator?
Yeah, some
Some of them do.
Some of them do, not all of them. Yeah,
Not all
my
of
last
them.
Royal Caribbean back
Yeah.
and forth.
Yeah. I think on Odyssey, most of the cabins have a refrigerator. There may be some that don't, but I know most, like the balcony cabins, definitely have a refrigerator.
Okay.
And also, regarding the app and the daily schedule, which is a great point. If you want to look up what the dress code is, it's actually at 5 p.m. It's not the top of the day. You have to scroll down and you'll see 5 p.m. It says casual dress or something like that.
But
And
generally
also-
speaking, CJ, excuse me,
Yeah,
generally speaking, there's no shorts at dinner, right?
that's right. No shorts, no tank tops, sleeveless,
Right.
no flip-flops, no swimsuits, which seems obvious. You don't want to be dripping in the dining room.
On my last few cruises, I've seen people in there in the dining room with shorts on. They just don't care. Shorts and
Right.
t-shirts. Some people just don't care.
Right.
Yeah,
I
Right.
guess.
They're up-
and-
they're not gonna kick you out.
Yeah.
Maybe if
Well,
you had a bathing suit,
yeah.
flip-flops, they might, but
Yeah.
Right, right.
Actually, Brad, it does depend on when you walk in. like if one of the main assistant maitre d's or maitre d's or something is there, they may ask you. When I was on Odyssey back in May, one of the guys wasn't thinking and came to the dining room with shorts. And they asked him to go put pants on.
That's a good
Yes,
thing.
you're,
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
so make sure your 70s costume is not hot pants, right? Not shorts, right?
Right.
I don't know, that might be
Um,
that might be a
Question?
case for
Wait.
Judge Judy.
I think if Sam wore the hot pants, we petitioned to let him in.
Also, let me finish up about the
Don't
daily,
encourage him.
the daily schedule. Another point about that. It can, even though they put the information in like 1 week before, it can change by the minute, by the day. For example, on this last Fiji cruise that I did, and the one before, there was something somebody wanted to go to, some sort of trivia, and then it was gone the next hour. So they can change immediately if they have staff changes or anything. So just keep an eye on it. So it makes making those written schedules a little harder. So, but it changes. It can change, yeah, minute by minute. They can add or delete. So just so you know. All right. What other good things we need to talk about? Our 70s wear, our polyester, or
What about the shows? What if you have a trouble getting into the shows?
I agree. So they had an email that came out about that one show that you can book on your app, some of the tickets, and they're gone. But it said, the email, that there will be more available when you get on board. So there is one show, you know, on the app, if you've looked, the book, I think it's called. Yeah. So I would say the first thing when you get on board is check that app as soon as you're on and you've got that, you know, signal, and try to get a ticket. I would try to do it that first afternoon. And also I'll see what I can do on my end, because I'm the same boat, you know, I didn't get anything. But first afternoon, check your app and see if there's more available.
Yeah, it's a very good show. Very good show.
Show us that now?
The book.
Oh, the book.
Yeah, it's in 270, which isn't the big theater. It's the smaller sort of multi-purpose, multimedia place. It's a little more like a club atmosphere instead of a theater atmosphere. It's tables and chairs and that sort of thing. But it's a super high tech and it's a super fun show.
You can go watch bits of it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty of people have done their you know, YouTube videos of it.
Yeah,
Question?
great. Wonderful. It'll be a wonderful time. It's a beautiful ship, lots of good things to do. So we'll, yes, pretty easy. It'll much easier, isn't it? No more COVID tests or having, oh my gosh, all that. I know some of you were on the New Year's last year. Oh boy.
Yeah, so I know Brad and I were talking about this or messaging about this. As CJ said, you know, it's best to get your muster drill over with as soon as you can. So what I've done on the last couple of cruises on Royal Caribbean is after you're all checked in and they actually let you get on the ship. On Odyssey, you end up on deck 5, sort of midship. That's where the main entry is. What I would do, go find my cabin, grab my key card, because you get your key card at your cabin. They don't give it to you beforehand. And then go right to the muster station, which, by the way, I think most of them are actually on deck 5. Some of them may be on 4 or whatever, but go there. And then if you want to go grab a bite to eat or whatever, do it. And what again I mentioned in the conversation is Windjammer, which is the big cafe up on the pool deck, is always a zoo.
This is, uh,
Yeah, especially when we're gonna be getting there at 1 or 1:30, stuff like that. There's a
Yes.
bistro right next to 270, which is in the aft of the ship on deck 5, behind where Giovanni's kitchen is. It's sort of right above the dining room, if I remember right. Yeah. And it has hot press sandwiches and fresh made salads and pastries and homemade soups and things like that. And there's no seats in that cafe, but you can take your food into 270. Where
What's
they
that
have
mustard
nice.
drill?
Okay,
What's that
good.
mustard drill?
that.
Mustard drill is like the lifeboat drill, like
Oh.
knowing where you will go so that they
Thank
can
you.
escort you to your lifeboat.
Did mention that earlier. I got it.
Yes, and they also will, on my last one, they showed you how to put the little jacket on, but they also have like a little video in the app too that
Right.
kind of goes over all of this in detail. They have the adult version to watch and the kid version to watch. So they cover everything. And they usually, I mean, if your steward, your cabin steward will also remind you if he sees you in there and you haven't gone yet, he'll say, hey, or try to get you to go. They sometimes say also names over the speaker if you haven't.
Yeah.
Now, what's
Yeah.
funny is I'm really busy when I get on. I have appointments with lots of the ship staff. So I'm usually the last person to go over to the muster. Just want to let you know I'm still on the ship if they hear my name. But, also I want to get over to Michael's question. Are there any scuba divers? Any scuba divers? Anybody who wants to do scuba? Well, we'll see. That's a good one. Also, there's a lot of people not here.
Oh.
So that's another good one for the chat. Also, the chat on the trip page. Michael, if you want to put in there, if anybody is interested in scuba, we might find that. In fact, what's wonderful is when you share your hobbies and, if you like snorkel or scuba or whatever, you'll find maybe somebody else who wants to do that as well by posting in the trip chat on our web page in singlestravelinternational.com. So good question. Good question. Wonderful. Yeah.
Too bad Tammy's not coming. She would go scuba.
Oh, no, I love it. I love a good snorkel. And
Yeah.
so if anybody wants to, if it's an easy snorkel at that VIP beach, you can come with me. Well, try it. Yes, Sean. Uh-huh.
I'm up for the scoop for the snorkel. That's
You what?
I'm up for the snorkel.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll try it out.
Me too.
Sounds good to me. This is going to be a fun one. Yes. And I think we'll play our right, left, center little dice game too, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Bring all your $1 bills.
Yeah, bring your
Bring
$1
dollar bills.
Yes, bring
Yeah.
some dollar bills. We do illegal gambling together. Well, no,
Yeah.
no, it's just a dice game.
$3.
You only have to bring $3.
I wanted to tell you, I was just on a cruise over New Year's. I went with another person from Single Travel. I didn't go on a Single Travel one, and we went to Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and then back. And it was on what was the name of the ship? Same one was on the Barcelona cruise, the Mediterranean cruise. Division of the Seas. Was it Division of the Seas? It was the same ship, and kind of funny. I was there talking to the bartenders, and they remembered us. They remember because on that ship when we dressed up as like Three Musketeers and all that stuff, and
Oh,
the guy
my
remembered
goodness.
us. The bartenders they remembered us and everything. It was pretty cool.
So that's going to be a test, because my 70s outfit that I'm going to wear on this trip, I wore on Odyssey back in May. We'll see if the bartenders at Lime and Coconut remember.
They know how to lie.
Although I may have a different wig.
I know a few have dropped off, but I would love to do just quick little intros. If everybody
I
can
still
say,
have a question.
yes, Gloria. Hi, Gloria.
Hi. I'm going to be driving.
Uh-huh.
go, I'll drive to the hotel and then just drive to the cruise port and check in on my own and then meet you guys later? Is that how that works?
Let's see, where do you want to park your car? At the cruise port? Is that the easiest? I would think. I don't know if the
I would think so.
hotel, yeah, I don't know if the hotel has long-term parking. So, yeah, that would probably be the easiest, yes, to just park it there,
But
so
you
it's
might
more
wanna- You
convenient.
might want to ask the hotel because the cruise parking is probably pretty pricey. But
Yeah. The Cambria.
Yeah, but then you gotta get back and forth
we'll get an
From-
Uber or something like that. You never know.
from the
It's not that
pier
hard.
back to
Yeah.
the hotel then.
Yeah, you can ask them if they're like a, what do you call it, a sleep cruise fly type hotel where you can spend a night or two there and leave your vehicle there while you go on the ship and they'll transport you there and pick you up and bring you back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like hotels sometimes do that, you know,
Yeah,
so.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, you may
It's-
want to go,
yeah.
you may want to go online, find out how much the parking is
Mhm.
at, Port Everglades.
Mhm.
And, because it may be cheaper even if you have to take an Uber from the port to the hotel, it may still be cheaper than leaving your car there 6 days.
Right. And also, Gloria, there's a lot of different little hotels around us. So there might be something that's very convenient near the hotel. If ours doesn't do it, that might be, cheaper as well. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No problem. So do you want to just, there's a few of us, do you want to go around, say where you're from and all of that? I've got, let's see, I've got Rose. I'm just going by my screen. Where are you from? Where are you?
I'm Rose from Queens, New York.
Wonderful.
This will be my 36th trip with STI.
That's
Not all
lovely.
cruises, weekends and what have you. So I'm looking forward once again to having a great time.
That's great. And I've got, it says Mama's iPhone. Is that you have glasses, little red glasses? I'm not sure on your name because I can't see your name. Hi. Hi, what's your name?
I'm not sure how to do my volume. Can you
Oh,
hear
no,
me?
I got it. I can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Perfect. Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. So
Yeah.
this is my first trip with STI and I'm so excited. My
Yay.
daughters are extremely excited for me that Mama's getting a life. And I've been on probably 20, 25 cruises with my girls. So this is my first cruise without my girls.
Mhm.
So I'm very excited to experience this with a bunch of single people and not have my girls as my
Chaperones.
right. Right. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
I'm so
Like
glad.
I told Tammy when I first called her, I said, I don't even go to McDonald's by myself. How can I go on a cruise by myself? And she said, just push the button. We take care of everything else. I'm like, all right, girl.
Yay. And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Lori.
Lori. Thank you so much,
Lori.
Lori. That is
Lori,
awesome.
and I want to say that I noticed when you put out all the information, which was amazing, is that I saw that Pauline from Midwest somewhere
Mhm.
is going to be on my flight from Baltimore to
Oh,
Fort Lauderdale. So I guess she's flying from wherever she's coming from to Baltimore, and that her and I are on the same flight from Baltimore to Fort Lauderdale. So how exciting that there's going to be one of us on the same flight. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Yes,
that-
very excited.
Yeah, that could be good or that could be bad. I ended up
Mhm.
flying to Miami with Sam a couple of months ago. So
Now,
Dude,
don't be picking on Sam.
Did you arrive sober?
Well, thank
right,
you. Thank you for
dude,
sharing.
I'm not looking at the negative here. I'm looking at the positive.
I'm so happy, Lori, that you're coming with us. That is wonderful.
I am
Wonderful,
so
wonderful
excited for my-
story. That's
I'm
great.
so
And
excited.
great.
I'm so excited for my first experience with STI. When I got the like 14-page, I don't know, direction, whatever, I'm like, oh my God, you guys thought of everything.
Oh,
Like who's flying in together, who's flying out together, who's got dinner together, who, like everything is so thought out. I am
Yep.
so impressed.
oh, I'm
I feel
so glad.
confident.
Good. And this is just the beginning. What I love most about, one of the things I love about my job is that I get to see the new friendships start. You know, I've been doing my job as a travel director for like 25 years. And the most thing I love is just seeing the connections and the bonds between all of you. So I'm sure you're gonna have a great time, Lori. Great. And I've got
Tammy, so just so you know, I'm going to be your barnacle. Like I'm going to be attached to your side, and I'm retiring in a year and a half, and I want your
good.
job.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Gloria, where are you? You're from Florida, is that right?
Originally from the Boston area. Now I
Uh-huh.
live down Madeira Beach near St. Pete.
Uh-huh. Oh, great. Wonderful. Well, it's nice you can just fly, just drive down.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
Well, welcome. And,
And,
is it your first too?
It's my first one with the group.
Uh-huh.
I've been on Royal Caribbean and cruising for
Mhm.
more years than I want to admit to.
Well, that sounds good. Wonderful. Well, welcome, Gloria. And then I
Thank
have
you.
Michael. Hi, Michael. Michael
Hello,
Aiden, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. And where are you from?
I'm actually English, but I live in Northern California.
Mhm.
The main reason I'm doing this is to be the third time I've done a Royal Caribbean cruise, is because they have PADI stuff on there for divers. So when I asked that question, I need a dive buddy. So there's a reactivate course like at 6 o'clock on the first day where people that are divers certified can go down and do a reactivate. I had to answer all sorts of questions about making sure I was up to speed. So I was looking for a diving buddy, that's all.
Wonderful. You know, what's nice is that this is being recorded, so everybody will get it and we'll get the word out that way when they watch it. So great. Thank you so much.
Oh, Michael, on most of those ships, they have like an info board where you can put notes up and stuff like that, where people will ask, anybody want to get together for a bridge or this or that? If they still have it, maybe you can put up there that, you're interested in scuba diving. If anybody wants, there might be other people in your situation that just would love to do it, but don't have no one to go with.
Yeah,
Thought.
there's a PADI desk. I mean, you could actually start lessons and start getting certified if you wanted to. But there's a PADI desk there. One time I did it and I actually paid somebody because it'll be like a dive group. I'm just going to do, actually I'm going to do two of them, but there's a cruise employee on the Coco Cay Island. He can do it with you, but the PADI desk, if you want to, they can arrange for somebody in the dive crew or the dive company that you're going with. And actually, I paid somebody one time to do it because it's safer to have somebody to hang out with.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Michael. I'm so glad you're here. Great. And Sean, how are you doing, Sean?
Hi, I'm doing fine. I'm from Queens too, but I live up in Kingston, New York.
Ah,
I'm Rose's brother. I just get that out there right now.
Okay.
This is my second cruise or trip with STI.
oh, wonderful.
I did the tall ship thing, but this is my first big cruise at all, ever.
Yay. Well, welcome. It's very exciting. Yeah, you'll see what a difference. And they're both wonderful. So I'm so glad you're here, Sean. Great. And then, of course, let's see, we've got Mark. Oh,
So I'm Mark, from the Philadelphia area. These days, originally from Chicago. I think this is STI trip 13, maybe, plus or minus one, losing track. Just got off a cruise a month ago with Hank and with Sam. And Brad and I have been Zoom buddies for since the beginning of COVID, and we finally picked the same trip. So that'll be fun, and then it's gonna be fun to meet everybody else. It always is.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. And we've got Hank. Hi, Hank.
Yeah, well, I'm from Marlon, New Jersey. I'm a short time. I only have 23 trips with STI, and they've all been great. And I've met a whole bunch of wonderful people, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Oh, that's great. And I just saw Hank at New Year's, and his brother too. So
Yeah.
he was awesome. The Wiener brothers. Yeah. This is great.
Hi.
And Sam, how you
Hi.
doing, Sam?
Hi, how you doing? I'm now from Media, PA, outside of Philadelphia, just moved. And I've been traveling with STI for more than 10 years, and it's a great product, and I would endorse it completely to anybody who asks.
Aw.
How many
Bravo.
trips, Sam? How many trips, Sam?
45. It's not 91 like it says.
Yeah.
45 is pretty.
Tammy's got to
darn
fix
good.
that. Tammy's got to fix that, because if you order dinner and she pays for it, she counts that as a trip.
Well, Sam, thank you so much. And it's always great traveling with you again, too. So it's wonderful. We've got a great group, and I can't wait to meet the rest. Some introductions when we see them, the rest of the people in Florida. So great. Well, let's see. Oh, and Rose, you had
I've got to go look for my aluminum shirt that I bought years ago. I don't know if I still have it for 70s night.
I'm still looking for my pet rock, actually. So
Jeez.
Paint one and bring
You
it
can
to me.
fake that.
Wow.
I did. I had one as a child. So Rose, you had a question. My cabin number, you know what, actually, I don't have it on me right now. It will be on the weekly and on the weekly schedule and all the daily schedules. We'll have my cabin number and my phone number too, as well. So yeah,
Okay, thank you.
there you
All
go.
right.
So how
Yes.
much is the Wi-Fi? Do you know? I couldn't find it on the website unless you bought a drink.
Oh, you know
package.
what? Let me see if I can get it up on the app right now, because I got my phone. Because I was just looking at it, the Voom package, and it was discounted. Let me bring it
I got
up.
it, but I don't remember how much it was.
I think it's about
Let's see.
25 a day.
Yeah, that sounds about what it was last time, but it
For-
was,
for-
I think
For
you're
one
right.
device.
Mhm,
Yeah.
right. But it can be cheaper if it's on sale, and it might be
Yeah.
on sale this week, because last time it was minus off 20% right before. So if you could find it on the app, that's the way to do it. I'm just looking around right now. I
Well,
don't
one said
see-
you shouldn't do it until you got on board, but I don't know.
No, usually.
No,
more
it's cheaper. Oh, here's,
Yes. Yeah.
here's something for you. If you want the deluxe beverage package and Voom for one device,
Right.
it's totaled up. Well, the deluxe is a pricing package, of course, of the beverage, but it's $86.99 per
Yeah.
guest per day. That's
Okay.
25% off.
But
Well, I
Steve-
get some free coupons, so
Right.
I think I'm better off getting the coupons and then buying them.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
as a diamond,
yes.
Yeah.
diamond or above?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get 4 free drinks a day anyway, so.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Everybody
Yeah.
does that, and you may get an extra discount on the internet package if you're a diamond too.
Okay.
Right. So I don't see anything else on here. But yeah, if you keep looking at your app, it might pop up, and then you could compare if there's any sort of deal with the internet. But it is usually around
But on the
$25
last
a day.
trip, I don't remember paying for it, but I got it every once in a while. Was that included on the last trip or not? I didn't-
No, it wasn't. But maybe you got a package like a beverage and Zoom package. I don't know. On Celebrity, they're usually included, Celebrity cruises, but the Royal, no, you have to
It
add.
didn't work that well, but I didn't remember paying for it, so I didn't complain.
Yeah. You must have bought it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything else on here right now. I can see on the chat. here.
Or Sam, maybe Maybe you won it in one of Tammy's calls.
Oh, maybe.
That
Because
could be.
because I remember when she did the little giveaways when we had the Royal Caribbean person on. Yeah, one of them was a internet package.
Oh, so
one day.
I should complain to her that it didn't work.
Yes.
for
Like I
Are we gonna be
said, yeah, it
ending
just goes back
soon?
and forth.
We
With
just have a
anything.
minute or two.
Yes, we have just a few minutes. Any other questions about anything? And if you think of something later, put it in the trip chat. And that's another way to get it out. And if you think of something else you're interested in doing with somebody and want to see if somebody's interested in, I don't know, snorkeling and another thing, like we we're talking about with the scuba, just put it on there, whatever it is. If you have a question, put it on the trip chat. And that's a great way for us all to bond together. I see a lot of you have been using it, so that's great. Wonderful. And it's so nice to see everybody again, new and old and just fun. We're just like a great team.
Okay.
We're a family. All right. So I'll see you on the high seas. Anything else?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
I
All
gotta
right,
get
take
out of here.
care.
I gotta
Safe
get out of New
travels,
Zealand.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you, CJ, when are you actually flying out?
Take care. Thank you.
CJ,
Actually in about a week and a half, I'm gonna go travel a little bit around here.
okay.
And first I do my paperwork and then I go run around. Hopefully it'll be better weather. My
Right.
gosh.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
And then you'll be home for a week and then you're going again.
Yeah,
CJ,
a little more. Uh-huh.
See, you're gonna go to Bolero
Oh, wait, let me,
salsa
hold
dancing
on.
with me?